It's time to meet the starters.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the Raptors starting five. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Barnes in at the 3. Now here's Achua from behind the arc. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Achua.
Doesn't take many. Scotty Barnes, money on that 3.
Brown against Anunoby. Outside Tatum. Rebound by the Raptors. VanVleet outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Off target from outside.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Siakam. Horford pulls it in.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact, but Fred VanVleet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019, and he's become an all-star.
Now here's VanVleet. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Siakam. And again, Toronto no good.
Easy chance for mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Well, Smithy, VanVleet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred VanVleet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Now here's Brown. Over to the wing. Back to Horford. Oh, sweet move. That one no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Beautiful when the big man takes flight. Pascal Siakam leaving no room for error with that dunk.
Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 5 now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Barnes in the post. Tatum's there. Barnes, it's good.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. And there's the drive. Pascal Siakam with a rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Here's VanVleet. Siakam finds VanVleet. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass. 5 points in the game.
I mean, an excellent ball handler who varies his pace. VanVleet knows how to create separation. The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Now here's VanVleet. 5 points in the game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Inside. Here's Achua. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Smart. It's deflected. Outside Anunoby. Floats one up. Achua with the dunk.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Tatum way outside. The long distance three is buried. Tatum's got 8.
There's no lack of confidence in Tatum when it comes to his three-point shot. He's looking to do damage from long range on every possession.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. The shot comes out. And so it's Toronto, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Now here's Brown. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And sly move by Brown to ensure the foul. He won't pass up on a chance to draw one off you.
That free throw no good.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Here's Achua. The kick out to Van Vliet. Lets it go from deep. No good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Williams with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The previous play is under review.
2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
Man, as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He misses the free throw.
Becoming a star before our eyes. Brown's work ethic and desire to be great has transformed him into an elite talent.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
Now here's Barnes. 5 points in the game.
Watch your head. Scotty Barnes comes in fast and soars to the rim.
Smart outside to the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Only one man back on D. Achua with the dunk.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here's Tatum. 11 points in the game.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Achua with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Van Vliet against Smart. Williams passes to Smart. Here's Tatum. To the middle. Williams in the post. Achua's there. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
OG's a tricky cover. Has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
Both free throws good from Anunoby. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Tatum. He's got 11. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timeout called. The Celtics.
Let's see which section can be the longest for a free teacher.
1:57 left in the second quarter. Siakam with a screen on Smart. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Barnes. This one for 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Scotty Barnes drilled that jumper off the catch.
Tatum passes to Horford. Back to Tatum. They need this. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
You don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
And what impresses you about Pascal Siakam is his tremendous length with an intimidating 7'3" wingspan.
Now here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Siakam. Rebound Boston. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. There's 45 seconds left in the second period. That won't go either for Tatum. For Toronto, they've got 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, second team foul.
.35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Back to Barnes. Pass to Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. It's stolen by Smart. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Tatum passes to Brown. Out to Horford. On the wing, Tatum. The 3 ball. Drains the triple. Tatum's got 16 points now.
Growing into his role as a franchise player, Tatum with a huge game. It's been so much fun watching him tonight.
And so it's Toronto. They have a nice...
The Raptors, 27.
We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Chris Boucher. Gary Trent is out there with Otto Porter. Then there's Kim Birch. And it's Young in at the small forward position. Now here's Porter. There's a screen by Birch. Deflected. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. And it's Brogdon missing. The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Young. Boucher outside. On the take. Back to Young. the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Man, how about the career Thaddeus Young has had, Smitty?
B.A., you love to have those veterans that do a great job passing out all that wisdom. And, B.A., Thaddeus has a lot left on the floor.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul.
Brogdon against Trent. Pass to Cornette. Back to Brogdon. Here's Cornette. And he dunks it down.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
White against Porter. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And here's Porter outside. The shot off that time. And Boston going the other way now. White with it. Outside for Brogdon. Now here's White. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Here's Cornette with 1 on the clock. Banked it in off the glass.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And Toronto calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Porter. The Celtics making their last shot. It's tipped. Gallinari against Boucher. Williams from long range. Kept alive by Boston. Pass to Brogdon. And Brogdon with the stuff.
Rising up. Brogdon, not your average point guard.
For Toronto, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Boucher a screen on White. White with the steal. And here comes the break. Brogdon finds White. Gallinari with it. This for the tie. And there's a 3-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Trent against Brogdon. Now here's Trent, guarded closely. Off target at the rim. Boston trailing. And the foul called on Danilo Gallinari. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Outside Young. A shot to stop the drought. And he lays it in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Brogdon, the pass to White. Back to Brogdon. Pass to White. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Birch. And here's Brogdon. Rebounded by Birch. Boucher up top. Williams defending. Birch the pass to Boucher. Trent outside. Back to Boucher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And here's Porter outside. With the clock winding down. And Birch slams it in.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brogdon, the pass to Williams. It's stolen by Birch. Trent against Brogdon. The kick out to Young. Boston with a rebound.
Toronto foul. Chris Boucher. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from White.
Substitution on the court.
Seven seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Raptors. They lead by 5. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Here's Siakam. Achua with a screen on Horford. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
And for a big man, Siakam handles it well, playing with confidence in these pick-and-roll sets.
Outside Tatum. Inside. Here's Williams. It counts! And the foul! Precious Achua picks one up.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They have thrown themselves on the offensive glass, and because of their hustle, they are being rewarded with second chance points.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break, because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Outside Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Give Tatum credit. Getting ideal positioning inside and hammering it down with power.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Tatum against Anunoby. Van Vliet left side. It's stolen by Smart. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. The Raptors with a lead. Siakam with a screen on Smart. Three-pointer. Van Vliet hits the trifecta.
Love how Van Vliet has extended his range over the years. Not everyone can do that to that extent.
Smart passes to Tatum. To the wing on the left. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. The first one falls.
Second team foul.
The line for the Celtics.
And Williams drops them both. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Van Vliet against Smart. Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Takes the 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists now in this one.
Fred's a bit of a streak shooter from out there, but when he's feeling it, he's deadly.
Kept alive. Williams. And the layup is good off the glass.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
And here's Van Vliet. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Achua with a screen on Smart. Van Vliet, the pass to Achua.
The defense there doing...
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's...
The previous
Taking
play
2
is
shots.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look.
after review. The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He was not pleased with the team's focus, saying, quote, "We're being flat out reckless. We have to settle down and tighten things up. No more turnovers." Guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Brown against Anunoby. Brown passes to Horford. Horford, a screen on Achua. The drive by Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
When this team needs a bucket, it naturally looks for Jason Tatum, and he typically comes through.
Van Vliet outside. Driving in. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, elevating his playmaking skills over time, Tatum is a winner who enjoys setting up his teammates.
Van Vliet up top, defended by Smart. Siakam against Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Siakam, the pass to Achua. Outside Anunoby. And Toronto calls time here. They lead by 3. We've got 1:08 left to play in the 4th quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Brown. Tatum, a screen on Anunoby. Outside Tatum. Money!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Smart against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Fires it from 18. He can't hit that time. And Boston going the other way now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To take the lead. Second chance shot. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
And Toronto calls time here. They're losing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. The shot to stop the run. He's off from 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Showtime for the Raptors as they pulled into the building. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the center. Shots good by Siakam. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchup.
Shots good by Hero.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's VanVleet. Kicks it out to Siakam. There's a good screen. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Rebound by the Heat. We play just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Lowry. That shot is off. And Toronto will come the other way. And the man who many consider the greatest Raptor of all time, Kyle Lowry.
He said he plans to return to retire in Toronto someday. He's already had a street named after him there. And in time, probably a statue in his honor as well.
Yep, that one goes.
Butler challenging the very heart of the defense. Everybody's trying to take away the paint. Jimmy Butler says, I own that real estate.
VanVleet outside. Siakam for 3. And it's Lowry with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hero on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The drive by Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Here's Butler. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Another miss by Siakam. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Butler against VanVleet. Up and in on the layup. Butler's got his second basket.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
The deep 3 from VanVleet. Here's Achua. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, this guy is a champion. Kyle Lowry understands how to move the basketball.
Here's VanVleet. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. VanVleet passes to Barnes. Takes it out to Siakam. Back to Barnes. Down low. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Anunoby finds Siakam. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Makes it off the glass. Siakam's got 7.
Well, desire. Pascal Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life. You think a little bump in the road is going to stop him?
Now, here is Lowry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a wide open look for Hero. And it's off the back rim. No good. VanVleet with it. And it's Martin picking him up. A dunk by Achua.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Butler. Takes the 12-footer and hits. He's got 8.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Hero against Anunoby. Siakam outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Siakam's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam getting it done for Toronto. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Heat USA team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Right, VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Shots good by Siakam.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam now with a tighter handle, now can manipulate the defense as that guy dictating action in pick and roll play.
Now here's Butler. He's got 8, and the shot goes down. And that's now 10 points for Jimmy Butler.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Lowry against VanVleet. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
He's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
Outside, Hero. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hero's got 6. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Now Hero, after OG Anunoby missed from long range.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
Anunoby against Hero. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Back to Anunoby. The kick out to Barnes. Now VanVleet still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And when the stakes get high and you need a big shot, we know how dependable Fred VanVleet is.
It feels to me, Greg, like the bigger the moment, the more dangerous Fred VanVleet is. We've seen him so many times knock down so many huge shots. Doesn't matter the setting, Eastern Conference Finals or NBA Finals. This guy, the very definition of fearless.
Now VanVleet following the three-point attempt by Bam Adebayo.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, Bam Adebayo said it was disrespectful that he wasn't named a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, no arguing here. He's definitely an elite defender. Second team all-defense 3 years running. Great toughness and versatility.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 15. Here's Achua. And Adebayo sends it back.
And a menace defensively. Adebayo with the swat. He's an all-defensive team member for a reason.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot down low more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Pass to Lowry. Outside, Hero. Another shot. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes left side. Shots good by Achua. And now a three-point Toronto lead.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Van Vliet passes to Achua. For three, Siakam. They get it again. Passes it to Anunoby. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Boucher sets a screen for Porter. Hero against Boucher. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
That's a crafty move by Mr. Boucher. Baits the defense with the up fake, gets the whistle. That is textbook basketball.
And so Boucher nails both of them. Here's Hero. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And Hero drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's Porter with the three, and that would have counted, but his shot was thanks, David. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Adebayo is out there with Martin, and it's Lowry in at the point guard position. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And here are the Raptors now.
Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the Sixth Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
Bucket is good.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now here is Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Hero, tailing off from his regular season number.
And Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver. And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Here's Butler. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
You have to stay in front of Jimmy Butler. This guy is capable of leaving you in the dust with his ability to handle the basketball.
And a wide open look for Porter. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Three from outside. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night. The kick out to Young. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Heat. A 2-point game. And they double up. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Siakam passes to Porter. Siakam sets a screen for Porter. Wide open shot is on the money. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, nice work off the pick and roll. Porter getting buckets with this scheme.
The kick outside to Butler. Here's Adebayo. 2 points. That one goes. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Now here's Porter. He's got 5. From deep. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And winning has become more consistent in Miami than ever. Jimmy Butler was acquired, made it all the way to the finals in his first year, and have steadily won games each season.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Hero, no good. And with the Heat, GA, they've been a consistent force in the Eastern Conference.
Kevin, lots of talent up and down that roster, from stars like Butler and all the way down to the role players. This is just a solid team.
Now here's Butler after Tyler Hero's miss. Outside, Martin. 5 on the clock. Over Siakam. Martin finds Adebayo. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Siakam's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Trent passes to Siakam. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, Chris Boucher.
Porter against Hero.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And Toronto making a change here. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Barnes, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Trent.
Now, Fred VanVleet has become a true impact player. This guy remarkably consistent from deep.
Butler deciding where to go with it. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. VanVleet against Lowry. And here is Siakam. He's got 17. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua into the 5 down low. Barnes can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 9. Butler finds Martin. Back to Butler. Knocked away. Hero passes to Butler. Kicks it out to Hero. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Barnes. Up again. And Van Vliet is right there. And the Raptors lead by 8.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lowry against Van Vliet. Takes it out to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Goes back up. And no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 6. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Toronto calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. You may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
If you want a t-shirt, you've got to get loud.
So it's Miami now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Butler. Adebayo on the follow. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. On the wing, Barnes. Siakam outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Barnes. Gets stolen by Lowry. And it's the Heat on the break. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Good on the bucket. Now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And the first one at the line is good.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred Van Vliet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets. Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Martin, the pass to Butler. Fires the 3. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Martin.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Van Vliet outside. Pulls it up. And again, Toronto no up. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Martin against Siakam. Back to Martin. Shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is
angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Well, this game has the feel that it could come down to the wire, so that is just the kind of success they need to have at the foul line.
Lowry against Van Vliet. There's the pass to Achua. Takes it out to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 13 rebounds. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry toward the win.
And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
That and one free throw upset to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Fred Van Vliet does this consistently. Big-time moment. He's ready to meet it, guys.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
The drive by Lowry. Shoots over Van Vliet. Hero. Good.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead. Looking to make a big splash here tonight.
Here we go.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at small forward. Now here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it. That's short off the rim.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
Out to Garland. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And Richard, I'm sure Cleveland fans welcome the front office taking the initiative.
Yeah, it's been a tough few years, and they needed to take some aggressive steps, and they did. And now they've got one of the best young core groups in the NBA.
Pass to Barnes. VanVleet outside. Achua with a screen. VanVleet, the pass to Achua. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Stolen by Anunoby. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Achua with the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
From deep, Mitchell nails it from 3.
It does a lot for their spacing when Mitchell's draining threes. That's what they want from him. He can really open things up for their bigs inside.
Now here's VanVleet. Kicks it out to Siakam. And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Garland, the pass to LeVert. Outside Mitchell. Shot from the wing. Cleveland the rebound. Out to Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland's got 5.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
VanVleet with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the shot goes. 7 points in the game.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. VanVleet, the pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Barnes. From outside, off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And one of the big names on the move this past summer was Donovan Mitchell. Now, you figured his time in Utah was up as the team decided to change their core up. Could be a game changer, though, with this roster, even with all they gave up to get him.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Making full use of that reach. Allen able to pluck the ball out of the air for that easy lob.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. VanVleet finds Siakam. And the Raptors miss again. The Cavaliers leading. To the inside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now here's VanVleet. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Achua. Oh, rejected by Allen.
That reach from Allen, let's just say it's tremendous.
50 seconds left in the first quarter here. Back to Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Anunoby. And Mitchell launches it from deep. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
and all of a sudden that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Pass to Mitchell. And another basket for Cleveland.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Van Vliet outside, from outside the arc. No good there. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Cavaliers on top, up by 10. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this.
Fans, your Cavaliers use team. Let's give it up for you.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's LeVert in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
That one doesn't drop. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Garland. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Achua with a steal. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Garland against Van Vliet. Mobley outside. And here's LeVert for 3. He buries it from 3. LeVert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And an annual ritual, players finding out their ratings at NBA 2K. All right, Richard, you were customarily happy with your rating, yes?
I didn't really care, but a part of my condition of working for 2K is they said that they would retroactively change my rating to 100, the first 100 player.
You deserve it, man.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Van Vliet against Garland. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Fires the 3. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Such a consistent shooter. Garland has worked so hard on his 3-point shot. And man, it has been so impressive watching Evan Mobley, my pick for the Rookie of the Year, make such a quick impact in the league. You've got to be excited about his future.
Now here's Van Vliet. Looking for his first basket still in this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. And what you have to admire about Mobley is how long he is.
He uses his length well to get his shot off in the post, as well as on defense where he understands how to distract shooters. Such a promising player. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And there's the lob. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Garland. 13-point lead. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. The Raptors have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. The kick out to Van Vliet. To the left wing. Lets it fly. That one a little long.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Raptors. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half of basketball. Siakam for three. Good D by Mobley. Cleveland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Mitchell, the pass to Garland. To the paint. Outside for LeVert. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Barnes with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
Outside for LeVert. Back to Garland. Mobley, left side. LeVert outside. A shot from the high post. Cleveland the rebound. Allen the pass to Mobley. Allen inside.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
And here's Siakam for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Cleveland in a good situation. Up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be back in a moment. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Kim Birch is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Thaddeus Young. Then there's Otto Porter. And it's Trent in at the point guard position. The 3 from Okoro knocks down the triple.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Outside Porter. There's the 3. Offensive board. Birch. Right wing. Boucher passes to Trent. Oh, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And there's the call on Kim Birch. That's his first foul of the game. Love for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Potent from the corners. Love's ability to stretch out the defense is so valuable. It really opens up things for their entire offense.
Porter with a screen on Rubio. Outside Porter. Fires from deep. On target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Rubio. Back to Love. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Love's got 6 here in the quarter.
And Kevin Love is just showing his competitive fire. He wants to prove that he can knock down the 3 as well as anyone.
Trent finds Birch. There's the triple. That shot missing. The Cavaliers go the other way with it. Down low. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Love for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Throws it up high. stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Rubio. Three-pointer off the mark. Toronto's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Porter outside. No luck on that one. Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. And another miss by Cleveland. Birch against Rubio. Fires the 3. Porter's shot is off. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Love.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And stolen by Boucher. Here's the break. And Young slams it in.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Porter, the pass to Boucher. Trent on the wing. Rubio against Birch. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here comes Toronto on the push. And here's Porter outside. Love grabs the miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Pass to Rubio. Here's Okoro. Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside for Porter. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Off a nice feed. This is Porter's game. Lots of rhythm in that shot.
Outside Love. Out to Rubio. Pass to Love. And here's Lopez. Okoro on the wing. Back to Lopez. Over Birch. Now Lopez. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. An open look for Porter. Love grabs the miss. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Deep. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Ricky Rubio, Robin Lopez out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Isaac Okoro, and it's Stevens in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And it's Okoro penetrating. Pass to Stevens. Out left to the wing. Van Vliet against Rubio. Achua with a steal. And now the Raptors on the break. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Lopez. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. And the Cavaliers lead by 13. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Cleveland. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And here's Siakam for 3. He's rebounded by Okoro.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
It's stolen by Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. Kicks it out to Siakam. The 3. Achua with with the dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Okoro. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
Raptors ball.
For Toronto, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Achua with a screen on Rubio. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And Siakam with the slam.
A fantastic athlete. You love the effort Siakam shows on the glass to keep plays going.
Rubio against Van Vliet. Out to the wing. Pass to Stevens. Love a screen on Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Siakam. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Okoro on the wing. Tipped. And they're running. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Van Vliet, the pass to Achua. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Pass to Lopez. The shake. That one falls. Coming off Rubio's feed. Rubio's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Achua. Siakam outside. Van Vliet on the wing. Pass to Achua. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And Anunoby for 3. Unable to get that one. And it's Cleveland the other way. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. For Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. And a deep 3 from Van Vliet. And again, Toronto, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And what a huge performance it was for Darius Garland.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Garland, no good.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Yep, that one goes.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Van Vliet against Garland. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were...
The Raptors coming down the tunnel prior to the game. They're prepared to give their Rabbit Home fan base a night to remember. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point. Siakam, that's good. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backboards to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
On the wing, Barnes. Van Vliet outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Robert Williams.
He's always pressing the action. Van Vliet just never backs down. Makes him hard to contain.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Tatum. Over Barnes. Tatum's shot is off.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Pass to Siakam. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The confidence of Scotty Barnes' game is pretty inspiring. Even against savvy veteran opponents, he believes in his own abilities, and he gets it done.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit is their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
Tipped away. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Toronto foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
The Celtics have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Launches it. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
What agility from Fred Van Vliet in the paint, zipping around the defense.
Brown sets a screen for Smart. Pass to Brown. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Raptors leading by 6. The drive by Siakam. The pass to Anunoby. Back to Siakam. There's the drive. And Siakam throws it down.
An excellent ball handler for his size. Pascal doing damage going downhill.
The kick out to Brown. And another miss by Boston.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Barnes passes to Siakam. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet. And he lays it straight in. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Smart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Brown the pass to Horford. Shot to stop the run. That shot off. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Van Vliet kicks to Achua. Siakam for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum finds Horford. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Now Van Vliet, 6 points for him. Takes it out to Siakam. Pass to Achua. Just 3 to shoot. Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Horford.
Assertive play by Fred in the paint. He wanted that foul, and he got it.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them. The three from Tatum. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Raptors. They lead by 12.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors. You sexy.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the one. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside.
Come to me, come to me.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Van Vliet against Smart. And there's Van Vliet on the assist by Siakam.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Great, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Van Vliet with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Van Vliet looking around. Over Horford. And that one hits back iron. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum on the wing. Lets the three fly. Launches a three. Nice shot by Smart.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Smart against Van Vliet. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Van Vliet's got 12 points in the game. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Siakam a screen on Horford. Van Vliet attacking. Yep, it counts. And now a 12-point Toronto lead.
This coaching staff has the utmost confidence in Fred Van Vliet, and he's really cooking tonight.
Here's Brown. Williams trying to break free. Brown, good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Oh, Anunoby in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Tatum looking around. Off target from three-point range.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And it's 9 points for Siakam. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smart against Van Vliet. The three from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 9.
And no doubt what's on Tatum's mind when that pass is coming to him. He's got a scorer's mentality. If it's a clean look, he's going to let it fly.
Van Vliet with it. Williams picks him up. The dunk by Achua.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Williams has a screen for Brown. Off target with his 3. Raptors leading by 13. Van Vliet outside. And there it is for him. Van Vliet's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets it fly from 18. And the basket by Tatum. He's got 11.
Nice use of the mid-range by Tatum, taking what the defense gives him.
Van Vliet outside. Fires from deep. The shot missing. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated.
31. The Celtics, 18.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Fred Van Vliet has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Kem Birch is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Young, and it's Van Vliet into the point. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Van Vliet. They grab their own miss. He doesn't hit that one. Celtics trail by 11. Nobody near Williams. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Trent's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Toronto. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside, Porter, back to Trent, and Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Celtics shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. They set the screen. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Young kicks to Trent. Shot clock at 6. Young inside. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket.
Backed by great length. I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
Brogdon outside. Here's Cornette. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Trent against Brogdon. Young is double. Here's Birch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Toronto, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Pass to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Even though he does a lot of spot-up shooting, Gallinari can put the ball on the floor and create for himself.
Porter against White. Porter looking it over. Toronto calls timeout.
In his 11th season already, Danilo Gallinari finally made it past the first round.
Craig, in those 2021 playoffs with Atlanta, Gallo put on a show, shooting 44% from 3 in the conference semis and finals, showing Danilo was made for prime time.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Cornette passes to Brogdon. Celtics passing it around. And he jams it with authority.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
And the Raptors call time here. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. There's Van Vliet. He's got 16. 1:49 left in the third. Yep, that one goes in there. Van Vliet's got 18 points in the game.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Brown against Anunoby. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Horford.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Van Vliet passes to Achua. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown's got the ball, and Brown throws it down.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Spot against Van Vliet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the...
The ruling on the floor stands.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he sinks the second.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Here's Van Vliet. uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Williams trying to break free, and it's Brown missing. Raptors leading by 7. Siakam inside. Guarded by Smart. Siakam's shot is off. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And every year, Tatum evolves. Tonight, he's given us a taste of everything he's been working on.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Raptors up by 4.
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5.
OG.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Line for Toronto.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted
the previous play is under a
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Celtics trail by 8. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the basket by Tatum.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
This is when they need it the most. So they're so close to evening this game up.
Van Vliet against Smart. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And a missed layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anunoby against Brown. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
Van Vliet attacking. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
And here's Tatum for 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 6 assists in the game. Van Vliet against Smart, and he makes good on the layup. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
Slashing to the rim with confidence. Fred Van Vliet isn't bashful about attacking defenses like this.
Brown kicks to Tatum. And the pass to Williams. Dishes it to Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with so great at getting to the line.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Siakam outside. Back to Van Vliet. Williams with the steal. Brown the pass to Tatum. Intercepted. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Van Vliet kicks to Achua. And Siakam has it in the corner. Achua controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
To the middle and stolen by Achua. Van Vliet against Smart. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Driving in. That one drops for him. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see. Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Six to shoot. Shot from the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And stolen by Siakam.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move. Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Van Vliet outside. Siakam outside. Pocket 4. Barnes outside. There's the 3. Tips it up. And Anunoby stays with it.
Relentless energy from OG. Defense can't counter his explosiveness on the boards.
Now here's Brown. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their...
God keep our land.
Here we go.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. So a look at our starters for the Heat. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Caleb Martin out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Now here's Siakam. Knocks it loose. Butler with a steal. Pass to Lowry. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And now the Raptors on the break. And Barnes, the bucket, on the assist by Achua.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
Here's Butler, following the bucket by the Raptors. Over Barnes. Lets the three fly. Second chance effort. Adebayo. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition could help him withstand the rigors of the season.
Now here's Achua. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And so here is Miami after the basket by Toronto. Martin with a screen on Anunoby. 6 to shoot. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now here's Van Vliet. Siakam with a screen on Lowry. Van Vliet misses. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Adebayo. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Lowry. And he makes it on the layup.
So good at knifing his way inside. Lowry only needs just a sliver of daylight, and he's on the attack.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Now here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Siakam with it. Martin picks him up. Van Vliet up top. Pass to Achua. Adebayo with a steal. Martin, the pass to Hero. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's Hero after the basket by Toronto. Inside. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Anunoby. Miami, no good that time either. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Barnes passes to Anunoby. And here's Achua. Back to Barnes. Anunoby for three. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Takes a three. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Hero on the wing. And finished off by Adebayo.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
And so it's Toronto in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors youth dancing.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
With their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 5, down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside Barnes. The offensive rebound. No good that time. And the Heat with possession. They trail by 11. Adebayo. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm all for it.
Lowry, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The jump hook. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Outside Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you make the next pass. Nice job by Lowry there.
The Raptors have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. VanVleet against Lowry. Achua with a screen on Lowry. Tries it from 19. And they'll get another chance. Left side, Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Martin.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket. Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Here's Butler. Uses the glass on the layup. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Siakam with a screen on Lowry. Siakam outside. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Back to Anunoby. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
VanVleet, the pass to Achua, kicks it out to Siakam. Knocked away. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. To the middle. Kicks it to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. 6 points for him. And he comes up with a bucket. Adebayo's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Here's VanVleet. He's got 7. It's Barnes on the wing. 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And Hero grabs the board. Miami trailing. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Adebayo to the inside. And no good, trying to use the glass. Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Adebayo grabs the board. From the arc. And so it's Toronto with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. And more. Just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, without question, OG Anunoby displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for Miami. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Lowry in at the point. Here's Porter. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Otto Porter Jr. has had some of his production drop in the past couple seasons, but still relied upon as a guy who can stretch out a defense where he can knock down some threes.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
Halftime talks can go all over the board, but right there coming out, that's the way you want to start the half. Be aggressive.
And here's Porter outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter. So what do you think Otto Porter Jr. has to do to regain that old form, Brent?
Well, I think last year he was in a great position with the Warriors in the role that he played. So leaning more into that, just being a guy available on the perimeter to knock down open shots and take as many as you can at that point.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Young's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Butler. Shoots over Young. And too long on the shot.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Stolen by Hero. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Butler. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Boucher on the screen. Here's Porter. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
He's got a nice feel for his jump shot, and Porter's developed the confidence to make it a true weapon for him.
Lowry, the pass to Hero. Fires it. That shot, no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Boucher outside. Back to Trent. Birch with a screen on Lowry. And he lobs it up. Shot clock at 6. And Birch slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And it's Butler off the drive. Young with the defensive effort.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Trent, the pass to Boucher. 3-pointer, no good. For Miami, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And here's Butler outside. Adebayo from long range. And again, the Heat missing. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Trent against Butler. Pass to Boucher. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Butler. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
Oh, and in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Porter gets the bucket.
A dangerous shooter from deep. All Porter needs is a little daylight, and he's good to fire.
And here's Butler. He's got 15. Here's Hero. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Hero's got his second bucket on the night. Toronto's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep, 4 of 6. Now Trent. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Launches it. And finished off by Boucher.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
A big-time effort for Otto Porter, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. His fingerprints were all over that.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Siakam and Achua down low at the 4 and the 5. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet, and it's Barnes in at the 3, small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here's Butler outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. Toronto has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. VanVleet against Lowry. VanVleet outside. Pass to Barnes. Lets it fly. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Heat shooting around 44%. Not bad. Hero for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
The Raptors shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Siakam for 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Hero for 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Butler with a steal. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Adebayo. Excellent D there from Siakam. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. VanVleet outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Fires from deep. The shot comes out, and Miami will go the other way with it. Butler passes to Martin. Over Anunoby. Again, the Heat misses. The Raptors have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Butler passes to Adebayo. This one for 3. Achua with a rebound.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Barnes finds Siakam. Hero against Barnes. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Pure from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Anunoby against Hero. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth quarter. Barnes, no good. Miami has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Here's Butler. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight.
This is just one of those nights where Jimmy Butler shows why he's a big-time player carrying the team.
Lowry against Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. Looking to get back on track. And Hero grabs the board. Hero's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Raptors.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Fred Van Vliet.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Barnes with it. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And Miami has possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Hero. Pass to Lowry. Martin with a screen on Van Vliet. Lowry. Offensive rebound. Heat. Now here's Barnes. So no problem for Toronto as they get the win. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps me.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another...
Here we go.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The defensive pair in the post, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Darius Garland. And it's LeVert in at the small forward.
Was Donovan Mitchell. How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And one thing that is special about Evan Mobley, made an immediate defensive impact as a rookie. Something few big men are able to do.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Here's the three. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
As you said, very few rookie big men, Greg, can shape a defense like Mobley did.
Kind of reminds you of the impact Tim Duncan had with his defense. But Mobley can protect the rim and stay in front of guards on the perimeter. Boy, sky is the limit for him defensively.
Great positioning on the putback.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Garland against Van Vliet. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Well, I like the no hesitation. Darius Garland knows you have to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, LeVert in position and stolen by Achua. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Siakam.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Garland against Van Vliet. Allen kicks to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Plays it up and banks it in.
The combination of power, aggression, and frame, and a willingness to embrace contact. Mr. Donovan Mitchell delivers.
To the inside. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And Doris, looking back at last year, the Cavs far exceeded expectations.
They played beyond their years. Such a young team that played with such maturity, and that was coming off some very lean years. To me, their talent is unmistakable. Give credit to the organization for drafting well and making key trades that have really elevated this roster.
2 minutes left in the first.
Garland against Van Vliet. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Garland surveying the D. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, that's the kind of finish that sends a message to an opponent. Donovan Mitchell with the dunk.
Van Vliet outside. The pass to Anunoby. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. On the wing, Mitchell. No good from outside. Raptors trail by 3. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold. already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Allen. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jarrett Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
Siakam against Mobley. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. It's rebounded by Cleveland. To the middle. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. Van Vliet with the ball. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
There's Garland, passes it to Allen. And Cleveland with another turnover here. Van Vliet against Garland. Van Vliet outside. Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
Pass to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Garland against Van Vliet. Siakam outside. From downtown. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. One-on-one here. Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Garland. Mitchell outside. Into
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Barnes looking around. Down low. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Karis LeVert.
Boy, what a clever decision there by Pascal Siakam. Sticks with the shot and wins a trip to the free throw line.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Mobley wide open. Rebound by the Raptors. Van Vliet outside. And again, Toronto no luck. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
And there's a deceptive strength to the lean frame of Karis LeVert, showing tremendous strength on his way to a tough finish.
It's deflected. Stolen by Allen. Stolen by Van Vliet. The pass to Anunoby. Barnes outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell with it. And now by Barnes. Ripped away. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul. There's 1:40 left to play here in the half. Here's Barnes. Achua in the corner. Fires for 3. That one no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Garland on the follow. Garland's got his second bucket tonight. Raptors trail by 6. 1:11 left in the first half. Anunoby kicks to Achua. Siakam passes to Achua. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Allen. Garland finds Allen. Now Mobley. The drive by Mitchell. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. And again, Toronto no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
LeVert from outside. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Score is your Raptors 16. The Cavaliers 22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Robin Lopez, Okoro out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Stevens in at the 3.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Cavaliers. A 2-point game.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad.
Well, obviously Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play. That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
To the left wing. Okoro with it. No points in the game yet for him. Lopez. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Birch has got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
It's Porter outside. Porter can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Takes the 3. The putback. The Cavaliers pull it in. For 3, Love. Boucher with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jumps up, and Love throws it down.
Yeah, terrific job triggering the break. Rubio, such an excellent defender. Quick hands, leads to an easy one.
Young, right side. Now Trent, still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Porter. Beyond the arc. And the Raptors miss again. Cavaliers leading. To the right side. Fires the 3. Steffens can't get it to go. GA, it wasn't long ago that the Cavs were an afterthought in the NBA.
Well, not anymore. I mean, Cleveland has a tremendous young roster. They play some of the toughest D in the NBA, and they're only going to get better in the years to come.
Love wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Raptors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. To the paint. Here's Porter. Here's Birch. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Okoro kicks to Love. The 3. Here's Lopez. Stevens, the pass to Rubio. Cleveland moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Okoro. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Okoro's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Trent with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Porter, no luck. Cleveland's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Now, here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Young outside. Launches the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Well, I just love how unselfish Kevin Love is. This guy is willing to adapt and adjust to do what's best for the team.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Cavaliers lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
32. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Offensive rebound. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Achua. Over in the corner, Barnes. To the left side wing. For three, Siakam. Offensive rebound. Pass to Anunoby from outside the arc. And the Raptors miss again. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Stolen by Van Vliet. Anunoby against Garland. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
Anunoby against Mitchell. Out to the right wing. And here's LeVert. Mitchell outside. Mobley inside. Siakam's there. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The dunk by Achua.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset. Finds the open player in that instance.
The try. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Woo. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
For 3, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. They lead by 1. Mobley misses. Toronto's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. And the 3-ball is good. And the Raptors lead by 2.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Stolen by Mitchell.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Takes it inside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
Barnes sets a screen for Van Vliet. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Scotty Barnes with the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
On deep. Garland with the bucket.
Big-time delivery from the young Darius Garland.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Siakam outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cleveland leading by 3. Outside Garland. From deep 3-point range. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. .112 left in the 4th quarter. Van Vliet against Garland. Barnes outside. Back to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen. They might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Mobley against Anunoby. Barnes screen on Mobley. They Kicks it out to Siakam. Raptors get it back. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Van Vliet with it. Garland picks him up. Siakam against Mitchell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Siakam wants to be the guy for this team, especially in these types of high-pressure situations.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 2 here. Here's Mitchell. And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Van Vliet on the wing. Here's Achua. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.